NASA has conducted a successful launch of its Advanced Supersonic Inflation Research Experiment Aspire. The NASA Black Brand IDEX-sounding rocket carrying the parachute test platform was successfully launched at 6:45 a.m. BST, October 4, from the agency's Wallops Flight Facility in Virginia, writes NASA on its website. The launch of Aspire is to test supersonic parachute that is in the process to help the space exploration missions to land on Mars. Aspire test it was tested in the sky where the conditions similar to the entrance of the Red Planet were created. It was meant to mimic conditions that spacecraft will experience during Mars entry, descent, and landing. BDL. The 58-foot-tall rocket carried the Advanced Supersonic Parachute Inflation Research Experiment Aspire from NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California. The mission is to evaluate the performance of the Aspire payload, which is designed to test parachute systems in a low-density, supersonic environment, said NASA. Launch of Aspire. After liftoff, Aspire splashed down into the Atlantic Ocean. The data which was gathered by the camera and other instruments will in future help the researchers in the completion of the chutes designed for NASA 2020 Mars rover. The payload flew to an altitude of approximately 31.62 miles and then landed in the Atlantic Ocean. The payload is being recovered for data retrieval and inspection, said NASA. Rover mission to Mars. The most ambitious Mars rover mission is set by NASA to launch in 2020. This rover will deploy a 6-wheeled vehicle on the Martian surface which will also help study the rocks on the Red Planet. Along with the study of rocks, the rover will also cache samples while its return to Earth. This rover's body is based heavily on NASA's earlier Curiosity Mars rover. It will enter the Martian atmosphere at over the speed of 12,000 miles per hour. The next promising launch by NASA is scheduled from Wallops yet again. This launch will be orbital 80K's Antares rocket carrying the Cygnus spacecraft with supplies and experiments to the International Space Station.